Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of a game Curmudgeon plays Hanabi with his friends. We have again Julie and Matt, and we played another level 4 game. Say hi, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Alright, we're gonna hopefully we'll do a little better at this. Man, your screen is way bigger than mine. That's nice. Anyways, alright, so I'm a little jealous.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I don't own this laptop.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. Alright, so we're playing a level 4 game. Matt is first. Looking at this game started off very interesting. Yes.
Yes.
All right, so Matt, I get your clue. You clue. I'm not sure what exactly you're looking at, but I have apparently 2 ones, and you've got
got a 1 yellow in the middle. Matt has a 1 yellow in the middle.
Right.
And it looks like I have a 1 multi and a blue multi in my 3rd and 4th spots.
Yeah. So Matt he clues Julie blue, which is clearly to me is a play of the 1 multi and possibly the 1 blue later.
Yep.
In some way.
Yep.
But here's the problem, right?
Yeah.
That's the reason why you clue blue instead of 1. Do you see that?
Because
I can't
apparently
see
both
one.
myself,
you can't see? Okay.
both myself and Cybot have
okay. So
3
we both
in the
have
chop,
3 in our
blue,
chops.
3
Okay.
blue in the chop.
I gotcha. So that's why. Yeah. Okay.
So blue is strictly better than 1s because it gets that saved as well, and we don't have to worry about it.
That's correct. Okay.
And then also what I'm looking at in Guruma's chop is a 2 red.
A red 2. Right.
A red 2, which might be nice to save or figure out some way to, get that into the mix. So,
but here's the deal. You come.
Do you want me to explain what I
Go
did?
ahead. Sure.
So I'm looking at mine. So obviously that's a play clue, and I have either a blue 1 or a multi 1 in that spot.
Sure.
So from my perspective, Cybot has a playable 1 in his finesse, and Kubiguruma has this 2 red in his chop. So I wonder, what I'm trying to do is find a creative way to get the 1 played and hold on to that 2 red.
Okay.
So I do that by cluing red.
Right.
Which...
That clues the the multi 3 and the red
2. But it should tell you, obviously I'm not cluing a 1, so that should look to you. And obviously since I know that I'm either dealing with a multi or a blue, that should indicate that I'm not cluing you a multi or a blue.
Yeah, to me, I don't get that at all. This clue to me looks like I've got 1 and 2 multi in my finesse.
You didn't see the 2 red at all?
I can see that. I can see where you would see that.
Okay.
So I think I've got 1 and 2 right now.
So you're not even caring about that 2 red in the chop.
I am carrying. I know that's why you brought it on, but because he has to play this next, and I know it can't be a red 1 in my finesse.
Yep.
That I'm thinking it must be 1 and 2 multi. That's the only thing it can be. Because if it's a red 1, he bombs for sure. Because I play my red 1 and then you play your red 3 and it bombs.
Yep.
So I'm thinking, well, I have 1 and 2 multi. I should just discard my finesse because I know she has 1 multi there, and I don't want the extra clue sitting there a whole game.
But if I saw you had a 1 multi in your chop and in your finesse, I wouldn't have done that because I knew your blue clue to me tells me I either have blue or multi 1. So why would I clue the exact same thing to you?
I was wondering that.
Yeah.
Because I didn't.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You had to trust the other person to make that correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I would have done is just clued him 1s.
Yeah, but
and
I
then
wanted to.
After he played the first 1, then clue my 2.
But you might not. You might have discarded.
You do give 1 turn for me to discard, but
Matt's probably not going to discard.
Probably
Maybe not that first
but
turn,
I mean, that was in my head was trying to get 2 things done, trying to get that 1 played, and to save that 2 red.
Yeah.
All right. So, anyways, I discard my 1 that I think is multi, and it turns out to be green, and I'm like, well, great.
Yeah.
So now I have no idea why.
Right, and I'm totally confused because I thought you discarded that for my benefit.
Can you tell me why?
Yeah, because I didn't think you would clue it for hers because, like, why would you think you had the the multi or the blue, which you shouldn't have. So I'm like, so mine cannot be in order. I can't have 1 and 2 because otherwise you wouldn't have done anything. You wouldn't have played or clued or anything. So you obviously saw a 2 in there somewhere, is what I'm thinking. You obviously saw a 2 in there somewhere because you thought you had something playable. So there's a 2 in there somewhere. But you discarded because you have the same thing as me, is what I thought. So I must have the opposite order. I must have the 2 and the 1.
But backwards.
Because you know there's a 2 red here. So you don't want to play the 1 red because I have the 1 red.
I know there's a 2 red in my finesse.
No. So my here's what I think my 2 red cards are.
Okay.
2, 1.
2, 1. Okay.
Because here you say, okay, I see the 2.
Mm-hmm.
And if she's trying to get me to play, as in talking about as if I was
you,
the 1 red, you don't want to play it because I also have the 1 red. So you discard it, telling me I do have the 1 red, but it's in the wrong order.
Here's my issue with that. It's... I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. It depends on how you interpreted her clue.
Yeah.
If I had here's what I discerned. If I had the only one, and remember, that didn't come to this immediately. We took a long time to If I had 2, 1, and they were both reds in the wrong order.
Right.
You could either, here's her interpretation. She could have either wanted you to correct it.
That's what I would have thought.
Or that you also have the 1 red in your finesse.
Yeah, no.
The easiest one is you do have the 1 red in your finesse. Even if you don't, you can discard it, which tells me that you see my problem.
Mm-hmm.
And that says not your first one's not the 1 red, your other one is the 1 red.
Sure, but it was not a correctable clue at all.
Okay, yeah, I see that now.
Right. And that was my issue. And again, I thought I had 1, 2 multi. That was the only thing that made sense to me.
Right.
And because she has 1 multi...
But why would I clue your 1 multi if I know that...
I can't think that you have... I can't think that you don't think you have 3 blue cards that you just...
Or multi.
really
it's
want.
level 4.
Right,
I have a 1.
That. No, I understand.
I saw this one. I knew this is a 1 and it's either multi or blue. And I was like, okay, well, I can do this other red bluff finesse thing. And it's not going to affect... it's going to be 2 separate colors that aren't included in my hand.
So move 4 matte bombs.
So then matte bombs. The 2 that I tried to save. The red 2 that I was trying to save.
Because I knew the red...
Sure.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. All right. Now, Julie, what do you do on move 5?
What do I... Oh, I go and give a Chris clue.
You give me
now that the fancy thing obviously failed.
Did not work.
The fancy thing obviously failed, so I do the straightforward thing.
Right. And then, of course, I play because it's an obvious play clue.
Yeah.
All right, so we're at move 7 now.
Yeah.
Matt has a red card here.
That I have no idea.
He has no idea what it is.
I almost played it saying that maybe they're both red too.
Maybe.
I wouldn't have included both red twos.
What
because he would have got him to play his. If you'd included both red twos.
So I don't know. So you could give me a white clue. Is that what you do? I guess because I have a 1 and a.
Oh no, he gives me the white clue.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. So you give her
a white clue.
A white clue.
And I said
that tells her blues are definitely white. Tells her multis, but it also tells me obviously I've got a playable card in my finesse.
Yep.
Which I'm assuming you're going to correct. Here in a minute.
Yep.
So
and so
she gives the 1 clue back on you, and then of course I play my 1 white, and then you correct immediately.
Yep.
So then, Julie, do you play the 2 here, or do you? Yeah,
you
play the 2 here.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, you draw the same card, but it doesn't matter at this point.
Oh. Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
So it's my turn now. Julie still has the 1 she's not played. Matt has a 1 that he hasn't played. I think I discard here because we're low on clues, and there's not really a good clue to give. And I know you all got plays. Yep. So Matt plays his 1, move 14. Julie plays her 1.
Multi, yep.
Move 15 I'm looking at here. Still not much to do. So I think I discard again. Yes, I do.
Yep.
All right. Move 16, Matt.
I think to see
What do you do here?
He also discards.
He also discards.
Yep. And here's where I was trying to think of something really cool to do. So basically, in Matt's finesse is the 2 yellow, and Chris's finesse is the 3 yellow. And I'm trying to think, is there a cool way to get this out? And I'm like, well, I could, I was thinking, I could clue 3 to Chris. Mm-hmm. But that he might assume that's the 3 white and bomb.
Well, he shouldn't if he sees 2 yellow.
No, I wouldn't if,
Oh, okay.
Right.
And I was thinking, well, maybe I'll clue yellow, but then there's all this other there's
I would
way
at least
too much
wait to see if Matt plays.
There's way too much tackle on stuff,
sure.
And then that puts this 5 in the chop.
Yeah. 3 would have been fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, I was in my head trying to think of the fancy way to get the 2 and 3 out.
Sure.
But
so
color wouldn't have done it. So what I did instead was I just clued the 5.
Which gets me to play my first one anyway.
So inadvertently
well,
that
it didn't
worked.
to me. To me, it was a weird clue to me. I was like, wait, what? Because I don't see...
You don't see the color.
Yeah, I don't see the color. I don't see
the color. And honestly, it was just the save the 5 and it also
was an early 5 save,
and a way to tell you can discard your chop.
Well, also, I knew you couldn't do color because of the multis on either side. So I knew that was, you clued 5 specifically to tell me white 5. And whether or not you knew you had the 3 or the 4, you could find out by cluing 5, because if I had the 3 and you had the 3, then I would discard it.
Yeah.
But if you didn't have the 3, you had the 4, then I would play it. And then you would know you had the 4.
Yeah, and what I was really trying to do was find a way to get the 2-3 out. But with so many other yellow cards in Chris's hand, I just didn't really see a good way of doing that. I mean, I could have clued yellow to map for his 2 and 5.
Yeah,
I think I end up doing that.
But yeah, I mean, that's
no, I'm sorry.
I just didn't think of a good way to do it.
This is what I do. I come over the top and I clue 4 to Julie.
Yep.
Trying to get Matt to play.
And then I'm like, I already knew that.
Right, I'm bluffing.
Yeah, and he bluffs it out, and I'm just like, okay, and I'm like, well, hey, at least we got one. I'm like, and then I'm like, hey, at least we got the 2 out. So
I already knew
that.
Then when I played, I was like surprised it wasn't the 3 white.
Right.
Yeah.
So now Julie is back at move 20.
And then I'm like, fine, I'll just do the obvious 3 clue, because now you'll know it's a straight play.
Sure.
And the reason I didn't do that before is you might have assumed it was white and played it and bombed.
Sure. But it was... I would not have, but yeah, I got you. I don't think I would have.
That was
that
was my worry.
Drunken Hobby is always a possibility, so...
It was that 3 clue was much safer than the red clue you gave him at the beginning of the game.
I was trying to be creative.
The red clue she gave you?
No, you. No, me. For you to play.
Right.
To play out your 1 green. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I would have taken that, but yeah.
All right, so it's Matt's turn. I think he discards here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is very nice to me, because I'm like, sweet. Because now Matt and Julie's our blues look very nice to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So.
So I clue the 5 in the save.
And then I come back over the top with the blue.
And I'm just like.
That's nice.
And I'm like, okay.
Right. And of course Matt.
Bomb.
That was just a
misclicks.
It's supposed to discard, but
he misclicks. And thank God you told me misclick, because otherwise I would have not played the blue.
Yeah.
So knowing it was a misclick, that tells
and just
me
to clarify,
I have the blue
we don't talk when we play, usually. But if it's an error, it's an obvious error, we would say that. And he did say, "Oh, that was a misclick," and that's a reality of gaming on a computer instead. So
So I play my 1 blue.
She plays her 1 blue.
And then Chris clues my 5, which is beautiful, because that tells me the whole lineup.
And tells me where my 4 is.
Right.
Yeah.
And so now all of y'all know your plays, and I think I discard for move 31. So
let's see.
Yes. And then Matt has the play on move 32 of the 4. Julie has to play on move 30.
But now I need to save, so I save.
And that's a 4 multi, probably.
Yep, I save your 4, and I save your 4 multi.
Because I think that was the only one that needed saving at that point. So.
Yep. So I do that.
All right, so move 34, I discard. Matt is next with move 34 is Matt next with, I don't know, what are you looking at right now?
So he clues.
Green.
He clues the 2-3 green, or the 3-2 green in my hand.
Waiting for me to come back, and then he was going to correct it later.
Yeah, so that tells me, and I see the one green.
And you have the 5 from earlier play that you play.
Yeah, so I play that.
I know I can play the 1 green out of my finesse
and
now.
And I see the 4 green in Matt's hand, and I'm trying to think of a creative way to do that. But
I do too, but Matt, of course, he comes and tells you which one's the 2.
Yep.
And it also has the nice...
That was handy.
Yeah, it was handy that the white 3 comes in at the same time, too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
And then, of course, you play your 2 green.
Yep.
What do I do here?
And at this point, I'm thinking, we should do something to get that 4
That 3
green.
and 4 red would be nice. That 4 green is nice.
Yeah.
But I don't see a way to get that 4 green in any way.
Other than a straight.
Right. So I discard.
Yeah.
Matt discards.
Then I should
and then
play
you
my 3
play
green.
Your 3 green.
Yep.
Move 42. I still don't know really what to do. I think I discard again, even. Yeah. Okay.
And I'm looking at this, and I see, so now the 3
are
white
low
has
on
gone
clues.
into Matt's finesse spot, and I don't realize what color my 3 is, because it was a clarifying clue for my greens.
Yes.
So I'm trying to think, so what I wanted to do is actually clue your 5 white, Chris, but with so much
junk.
Too much junk in the way. So I wanted to clue your 5 white to sort of see, here's the full order. 3, 4, 5. But you just had too much junk in the way. And that would have set up this red 5 to be in your chop now.
Yeah.
So...
You did right.
So what do I do? So instead, I just clue 5s to
Yeah.
save the red 5.
Yeah, you clue 5 to me. I clue the yellow 2 plays to Matt.
Yep.
And then he makes the play, and now
and back
you
to me.
come back with
and now
the
I
white
clue the
to
white
Matt.
3. Yeah.
And I'm thinking, well, they've kind of messed up, but
No,
there was no way around it.
I'm glad you clued it white instead of 3.
Right.
Because you clue it 3.
And it was also trying to tell Chris something about his 5s at some point in time.
See, it didn't tell me anything about my 5s now, though.
Yeah, which was fine.
I think I discard again here because I don't see another good. Oh.
So
now I want to try to get that 4 play.
Yeah, now you save the 4. Yeah, now you clue the 4, which looks like a save.
It does look like a save, but I think it might be playable soon.
Yeah.
So
and then
I'm okay with that.
So
Matt discards
his 3, which tells me that I have the 3 white.
Sure.
So I play my 3 white.
Right. Back to me on move 51. We're low on clues. I believe this is where I mess up.
You clue the 3, 4.
Yeah, I clue. No,
or you clue the 3s.
Let me go. Oh shoot, you can't go back.
You can go back.
It's very difficult to go back.
All right.
Just to start over.
Oh yeah, I did that.
It did start over. Hang on. All right. So now I'm at move 4. Why won't it let you go back one move? That sucks. Irritating. BGA, if you're watching,
exactly.
Fix that where you can't go back one move. Can you go to a move?
I think that also tends to start you over.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I can get to it in the end, but what ends up happening is I feel like I can play. Matt has a, what move is that
52.
on? 52.
52.
Yeah, I'm at 17.
So he has the
now.
green 3 and 4 in his 2nd and 3rd spots.
Right. He has a playable card in his finesse.
Yep.
And I'm thinking, I can kind of bluff out his finesse by cluing him a 3.
That's what I thought you were trying to do, but then when
the
Matt
follow on
didn't
3
play,
I did not see. It's one of those, again, we said it earlier, when you play in live, you say, oh, that's a 3. Oh, and also that's a 3.
Yeah.
And of course, that messes up the entire clue, in which case I believe you bomb.
No, I played the one I knew was 5 yellow.
So pretty much,
Oh, okay.
Well, and I see this, and I'm thinking, and I see that he has, I believe it's the 2 red in his finesse
because
spot.
there was no reason for me to think that 3 was not a 3 red save.
Yeah.
See, now it's saying end of game, even though I'm not at the end of the game.
So when so seeing that clue, and I see that he has the red 2 in his finesse. So I'm thinking, okay, so Chris is trying to do something creative to get Matt to play his 2 red, maybe a little self finesse.
Yeah, it didn't really work.
But so then I'm like, well, it's either that self finesse or perhaps I have the 2 multi in my finesse spot. And I wasn't sure which was which. So
53, you said?
52.
52. Move 52. So the fact that Matt did not play out of his finesse told me, oh, I probably have the 2 multi in my finesse to play. So I did, and I bombed.
Yeah.
Because I could tell you were trying to do some sort of finesse with that 3 clue, but I wasn't sure. So if Matt had played the 2 red, I would have realized, okay, yeah, so Chris tried to do that self finesse and it worked perfect.
And if that was the only thing clued, I would have done that.
But because that got tagged along.
Yeah, it looked like a 3 save.
Save. No, and it would. Yeah.
When you say go to this move, it goes through it individually.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that needs to be fixed.
Yeah.
Horrible. Booed by the crowd.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Let's do one where we win.
Yes.
All right.
That's not on.